Briggs, and today I've got with me Gloria Stagmer, who's in the furniture department. But first, we're going to have a little bit of business that we're going to take care of before we get into the questions about what to do with your patio furniture for the winter. So I did want to say that the winner of the $10 gift card from last week is Kathy Brickman. So congratulations, Kathy. Taylor will send you a little note, and you can come into the store and pick up your gift card, or we can mail it to you. And if you'd like it mailed, please reach out to us via Facebook Messenger so you can share your address in a private way. And congrats. And for everybody else who's paying attention today, you too can get in on the fun and win a $10 gift card by commenting, liking, or sharing this either live or you can also answer questions when we're done. So Taylor will post this up on our Facebook page afterwards. And sometimes you don't get a chance to watch it and you have a question, we'll answer it anyway, just like we always do. And we'll draw for another random $10 gift card for next week. So we're going to start. We're going to talk about what to do with your patio furniture, or as I say, to store or not to store. That is the question. So Gloria is our furniture buyer and department manager. And Gloria, how long have you been here at the Bruce Company?
I've been here 11 years.
Yikes. Congrats.
Yes.
So Gloria buys all of the furniture here for the garden center. So she takes care of all the special orders for not only our residential customers, but also a booming commercial business. And so if you are doing a plan, planning to build a condo or an apartment complex or something, and you need to talk to somebody about some options for patio furniture, Gloria would be the one to talk to. So we are going to start with, should furniture be indoors or outdoors? And just in general, Gloria.
Okay. All of the furniture that we sell is meant to go outdoors. You can keep it out there year round. It has sun inhibitors in it to reduce the amount of fading that you'll get. It's waterproof, water resistant in many cases. So it can definitely stay outside.
Some people, though, want to put covers on their furniture. And so we do have a full line of furniture covers. And I believe are they on sale?
They're on sale right now.
That's excellent.
20% off for any covers that are in stock. And then we can order for you, but the sale price does apply to in-stock covers.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the different types of furniture materials that people have, and then what they should be doing this time of year to get that furniture ready for the winter, because furniture is a big investment and you can get it to last a long time with proper care.
Yes.
So what would you say we've got our number one material is? Probably the poly or the wood?
The synthetic material made from recycled plastic is definitely trending with all the vendors. Many of them are adding it, even if it's just accents on the furniture. So it's a good thing for Mother Earth and a good thing for the consumer because of ease of care.
Yeah. So what do you need to do to get it ready for winter?
You want to clean it.
Okay.
Just because it's low maintenance doesn't mean you don't have to clean it.
Low maintenance is not no maintenance.
Exactly. People will come in during the season, during the spring and summer when they're reawakening their furniture, and they'll say, oh, I have mold or mildew. And the primary cause of that is because mold and mildew grow on dirt. Even if it's microscopic dirt that blows through the air, that's where you're going to get your mold and mildew turning up. So make sure you clean it. Use anything you'd use for your kitchen to clean your dishes is fine, like an Ivory or a Dawn, and you can use that to clean with.
And you can use a soft brush, but you wouldn't want to use anything that's going to cause any scratching.
Exactly.
So like a sponge or a soft brush or something like that.
Or even a soft paintbrush.
Okay.
Sometimes that's easier to work with. Or a soft broom, that'll work as well.
So that takes care of the sort of poly materials. What I know, we do a ton of business with wood, whether it's cedar or eucalyptus. We also have the Ipe, which is super cool from Bolivia. So if you have wood furniture and you're going to keep it out, what do you need to do to your wood furniture to get it ready?
Okay. With the wood furniture, you're going to make sure again that you clean it. Use a mild soap and water on it. Rinse anything that you clean thoroughly with water, gentle water, just from the garden hose. We don't recommend using power washers on most things, simply because sometimes you get a little too aggressive with it. You can cause surface damage or finish damage on that product. So again, just rinse it really well, let it dry thoroughly if you are choosing to cover it or if you're taking it indoors.
Okay. And then what now a lot of since wood is a natural material,
Mhm.
there's some aging involved.
Correct.
And so a lot of people want to let their furniture age naturally, and other people want to maintain that color, that new color. So what do you
Sure.
do for that?
We have product in the teak line where you can use the product on the teak, and that'll help protect it to keep it from reacting to sunlight.
Okay.
Wood is an interesting product, and it's cut down, it's dead, yet it still lives, and it reacts to sunlight, and that'll change the color of the wood. It'll also react to moisture, which can cause it to expand or contract.
Mhm.
And sometimes you'll see what's called checking, which are very, very fine. They look like cracks in the wood, but they're not. They're just the wood reacting to Mother Nature, to the temperature
Okay.
and climate. And you can use a similar product for the ipe wood as well, protector, and that keeps that from changing color as well.
Okay. Now we do also have a lot of metal, different metal materials, some aluminum. What other kind of
Yeah,
metals do we have?
you can have steel, you can have iron. If you have aluminum furniture, generally a good cleaning with soap and water, rinsing off well, will suffice for that.
Hmm.
If you have steel or iron, you have to be a little bit more careful. And as you're cleaning that furniture, you're going to want to make sure that you look to see if there's any scratching or scuffing. If there is, you're going to want to take very, very fine steel wool and gently clean it off well, and then reapply a paint. You can make an inquiry to see if that manufacturer has touch-up paint available that matches your furniture. It's important for us when you come into the store to let us know who the vendor is and what color you have. That's why keeping those sales receipts is so important so we can get you the proper products. If you have iron, it's good at least twice a year to use car polish on the iron furniture because it helps to reduce the amount of water
Right.
that may be intaked
Because
into it.
because that can rust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The same thing with umbrella bases. Many of them are made from steel, and you want to make sure that if there's any scuffing on those umbrella bases to protect the longevity, that you take care of it when you see it.
Excellent. And what about wicker?
Wicker, most all of the wicker that we carry is indoor outdoor, meaning that it's made to be outside. It's made from a poly resin, and again, take a soft brush to clean it. You can vacuum it with your vacuum cleaner using the soft brush nozzle to clean it out. And what you're looking for is not only the dust and debris that gets on there, but you'd be surprised how little insects and spiders
Oh, sure.
like to make nests and web under there. So again, you're going to want to make sure it's really clean even on the underside.
Okay, and then fabric, Gloria. So you have fabric cushions, you have fabric umbrellas.
Right.
So what do you do with fabric?
With fabric, we never recommend you take the casings off the cushions to clean them, primarily because you can alter the sizing of that fabric and you'll may never be able to get it on properly again. And usually, if you put it in a washing machine, you're agitating it too aggressively, and you'll take out some of those inherent properties that were built into it to reduce the amount of fading that you'll see. With the fabric, check with whoever the fabric manufacturer is, and we have directions for you. You're welcome to come in the store, and we'll give you a copy of how to take care of uh, the fabric. Usually, Sunbrella and Abravia are the two main fabric concerns that are being used today for outdoor furniture, and you can clean it off with a gentle wiping of, again, that diluted um, kitchen soap and water product, and then rinse it off carefully. But you never want to rub aggressively because you're going to hurt the fibers. The other reason why you want to get rid of any soil that's on a cushion is that that's those small particles of dirt or actually act like razors, and that's what causes the fabric to be worn down.
Okay.
And that's why it's important with vacuuming your carpets in the house for the same reason,
Yeah.
because the more you braid that dirt into it, you're going to ruin the surface of the fiber of the fabric.
And umbrellas?
Umbrellas, the same thing. You can clean them in the same manner. And you want to make sure you open that umbrella up. Look under the underside for any kind of insects that have harbored under there, taking some seclusion as we get colder. Because if you put that umbrella away dirty, again, mold and mildew can grow on it, and worse, insects can hatch over the winter months, and then they can nibble on your fabric and put holes in it.
So now I know once you've done some spot cleaning
Mhm.
and you're going to want to make sure that your fabric is thoroughly dried
Exactly.
before you put it in any kind of storage thing.
Right. And yeah,
And we've got some different like chests that you can put your cushions in. But you can also bring them inside if you have a screen
Yes.
porch. You can just bring them inside and get them
Exactly.
out of the weather.
you don't want to leave cushions outside because critters like to nest in there over the winter.
Yeah.
They will eat your fabrics and your foam.
I have had that problem.
So my daughter did too, and she learned her lesson well.
Chipmunks in a shed and cushions. Not a good combination.
No, absolutely not. So again, you're going to want to take them in for the winter time.
Excellent. Anything else that you want to, any other tips or things that we've missed that you want to point out?
Sure, we're going to talk about fire pits.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I know people are still enjoying their fire pits right now, but
We did just this weekend.
oh, it was perfect weather
It
for
was
it.
perfect weather for a fire pit.
There comes a point when you know you're not going back out there to use it, and when that happens, you want to make sure that you clean that fire pit off. We often recommend you taking the glass beads out of there.
Okay.
Make sure it's totally dry before you put any kind of cover on top of it. Make sure it's a breathable cover that goes on that fire pit. We do sell a lot of covers that may fit your particular unit. Also, many fire pits have batteries in them for the
Mhm.
starter. Take the batteries out for the winter,
Okay.
and then remind yourself to put fresh ones in for the next season, because that's a key contributor as to why a fire pit won't start when you go back to spring.
Should you unhook your propane tank and kind of put that somewhere else?
Yes, absolutely. You want to disconnect the propane tank from the unit itself. If you have natural gas, make sure you turn it off at the house as well. If the sparker needs clean, you'll see some corrosion on it. Just take a cotton swab with a little bit of vinegar and wipe it over that metal burner, that sparker unit, and that'll clean that off so it starts readily for you in the spring.
And then do you suggest, a lot of people get, especially with the fancy ones with the glass and stuff, they'll get the wind guards. They're usually made out of
Right.
glass. So you should probably put that away for the
That
winter.
should get put away as well. Make sure that you realize that those wind guards can be kind of fragile when you go to pick them up. And if you're not careful, the whole thing will come apart. So just be very careful with it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for all your information,
Oh,
Gloria.
you're welcome.
And I am going to say to all of you and remind you that if you were watching, to like or share or post a comment later, or ask a question later, and we'll be happy to answer it. And that gets you in the running for the $10
gift card drawing.
And
And also, if you happen to be coming into the store, we have it's a great pumpkin Charlie Shortino. Charlie Shortino's from Channel 15. His three giant pumpkins are here. And we have a guess the weight contest. If you guess the weight closest without going over, Price is Right rules. That's how we play the game. You can win a $100 gift card, and we also have a little photo op set up so you could maybe take a little family photo and share it. We would love if you would tag us on that. And we also have a sort of a family fun kit, an activity kit that has a lot of the things, the activities that we usually do for Fall Fest, which we had to cancel this year due to COVID. We're really sad about it, but we have already booked for 2021, and that will be an easier year for big gatherings. So thank you all of us for joining. And we will see you next week. That will be October 20th at 4 o'clock. Not sure what the topic is going to be yet, but we will have something interesting and entertaining, and we will see you then. And thanks, and